everyone, and welcome back. Today we are taking a look at the Transformers Thrilling 30 Nightbeat. And oh boy, I quite honestly I forgot the this guy feels old. I'm not gonna lie, this guy feels a wee bit old. In a bit of a good sense, and also in a bit of a sense where you can kind of tell that Hasbro didn't have as much budget as they wanted to, so they kind of had to reuse molds that really didn't look like characters, because as you can see, this really doesn't look like Nightbeat, and he's very floppy. Just because of the toy's age. That actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, no. He was floppy even when I got him. He's very much like this guy. And look, you can actually see the purple now. Yay, new setup. But yeah, so this is based off of the Thrilling 30 IDW Bumblebee. Blah, 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 blah. Tongue didn't work there. The IDW Bumblebee mold. So it doesn't exactly look like Nightbeat, but you're supposed to pretend that it is Nightbeat, which is a wee bit unfortunate, because I would have loved to have seen a really cool looking brand new Nightbeat mold, and hopefully with Legacy we may be getting one. Because I can't remember if we got one in the Headmaster line. Down in the comments, just let me know if I screwed up with that one. I can't remember the last time we got a Nightbeat. So yeah, but I loved this guy in the IDW comics. His story with the Dark Universe and everything was really cool and interesting. And just kind of how, like, his whole thing literally started with him being essentially Batman. He very much is Batman. And that is really cool. But, you know, it is a lot more garish in his color scheme. Yeah, so, for articulation, head is on a swivel joint, so you can really only turn his head. Arms can go out about that far. You can't exactly get a Suck It Magnus, unfortunately, but you can kind of get a I'm holier than thou. Arms, because they're on a mushroom peg, right here, you get a pretty good 360 degree movement, and you also get some up and down shoulder pivot. Mine's a little loose, so this arm's a little floppy. You can kind of get some articulation here at the wrist, or at the elbow here, but there's a little bit of plastic here just kind of sticking out for transformation. That just makes it a wee bit more of a pain in the butt to get any kind of wrist rotation going inward. So you can kind of sort of get him you can't even really get him holding his hips, kind of like a relaxed kind of pose, unfortunately. And nothing at the wrist, because it is just all molded in. We really did get treated with with all of our modern stuff, didn't we? Stand up, Nightbeat. My God, you're supposed to be a detective here. Stand up. Legs can go out that far, and the knee likes to droop. Back about that far. Knees are on a double hinge thanks to transformation, so you can get him to sit down. He can have tea with drift. Would they make a tea out of the Energon? That'd be interesting. Just coming to Earth and just kind of learning about a Japanese tea ceremony. Ooh, I want to try this. Just gets a whole bunch of Energon together and just starts mixing in random crap. This tastes like crap. And I don't have taste buds, so what the hell? And yeah. So there's that, and you get you only get a wee bit of ankle forward and back, just because of the way that he transforms, but you get a wee bit of a ankle tilt, kind of, sorta. I mean, you can break his foot. Ah, my foot! yeah, so that is it for Nightbeat. The toy also came with these two, like, Energon Stinger weapon thingies. I have no idea where I put them. I've had this guy in vehicle mode because that's where this figure really shines. Mainly because he doesn't have jiggly parts. Like, look at that. That is a dead knee. That is a dead leg. Spoilers for an IDW comic coming in 3, 2, 1. You have been warned. This guy's from the dead universe. That is all. Alright, so now let us compare him to a figure from 2007. Ransack. I still want my damn Crumples on, but I will look at him at the next TF Con that I get to go to because I didn't go this year. Fucking COVID. Y'all didn't hear me just swear there. Yeah, so, and as you can see, aside from, Ransack not wanting to stand on his high heels, if you don't know how to stand in heels, Ransack, why did you decide to have them? Don't put on footwear you can't use, Ransack. That's all I'm saying. There. Now that he's standing. This guy, solid. This guy, not solid. I will admit, technically speaking, this guy is newer than this guy only because I took him out of the packaging a few months ago. So, you know what? There is that. However, mold degradation would have already kicked in. I mean, Christ, this guy. Out of the packaging, this guy's loose as hell. And no, I'm not letting that go. I'm still kind of miffed. And here we have him next to a modern Transformer. Because, yeah. Again, I really, really want a Nightbeat in this style. Because just imagine if we got like a wee bit more of a comic book or like a toy accurate or comic book accurate version of this guy done in this kind of toy style. My God, it would be beautiful. It would be amazing. But no, I'm stuck with this guy. And yeah, I know there's third-party toys. They're expensive. And some of them don't scale well with Chug figures. It makes me sad, because I don't want a Masterpiece collection. There's only 2 Masterpiece figures I ever considered buying. Masterpiece Skids, because I love Skids, and Masterpiece friggin', what's his name? Star Saber. Because I gotta admit, I love that jet mode, and quite honestly, I'm a big fan of transforming robots that combine into bigger robots. Because that's just me. But yeah, so that's it for these two. And yeah, actually, really quick aside, I kind of want to see if he can hold this. I think he can. Holy crap, he can hold the gun. I guess the engine block, but he doesn't want to stand with it. And for a final test, here he is with... Oh, sweet. Okay, so we know that the hands are 5mm. Sweet. And out of my own pure morbid curiosity, here he is with good old Rekgar. And I just kind of want to see, can he fit? Hey, he can. He just can't hold the handlebars like a normal person. And his feet kind of dangle. But that's where actually good back feet actually kind of come in handy. Sweet. So now you can have your sad-ass Nightbeat riding around on a motorcycle. That looks stupid. It looks better when Hot Rod did it. Because it's Hot Rod. And Hot Rod knows how to ride a bike. I assume. Let's be honest here. If Hot Rod didn't turn into a car, he'd probably be a motorcycle. Alright. So then, let's get on to the transformation, shall we? So first thing you're going to want to do is raise up the entire body like so. So there are two tabs here and here that would, when you're sliding down, click into this waist piece. And actually, I didn't. Oh my god, I forgot to mention, he has a waist joint. I do not like using it because it is very stiff. And quite honestly, it doesn't do jack shit because of shitty leg. But yeah, so there's that. You can bring this all the way up, and there's actually a very nice bit of kind of sliding detail, and that's actually really cool. So next thing you're going to want to do, straighten out the car wing doors if, one of them hasn't already done so. And then you just kind of want to bring them down like this and have the arms splayed out like so. Next, connect the feet together and connect the feet like this and this. That way you form a very nice back. Lift up the front of the car whilst, actually bring this down a bit. There we go. There we go. Bring up the car front here just a tad. Bring up the front of the car hood. No, open up. Can you tell I haven't transformed this guy in a while? There we go. And there we go. There we go. And now we have the front of the car all done. Next is my favorite part of the transformation. So I like to kind of break the transformation a bit by opening up the wings, or now the car doors, bringing in the sides, closing everything up together, and fitting everything like so. Closing up the car doors. Come on, close, damn you. There we go. There we go. Tighten everything back up if pieces cut out. And here we have Nightbeat in vehicle mode. And I love this car. I love this car so fucking much. It's like this weird futuristic kind of Mustang vibe, and quite honestly, one of my favorite cars, thanks Dad, is a Mustang. Because I don't know why, there's just something about the car that I love. I think it's like the front grille section of the car that just does it for me. Like this thing, if you saw this thing racing down the road, you would be a little freaked out. You would probably be like, oh shit, what the hell? What would make this even better is if you just had a small head bar or a light bar here. Just to be like a police car that's kind of disguised. Yeah. So, for decals, as you can see, you have silver here for the, quote, headlights. Black here for the, quote, grill. Then you have this very nice white decaling that kind of gets missed here. And I would have liked to have seen yellow paint here, but I understand, paint scratches and stuff, but that didn't stop them from the doors. Just saying. But as the white striping, or the yellow, white striping, the yellow striping goes through here to what I don't know what these are. Car peeps, let me know. Because this looks like a side exhaust. But turn the car around, and as you can see, we have exhausts in the back. Could these just be like decal vents? Because I'm honestly not sure. But actually, now that we're at the back, as you can see, they picked out the rear lights in red, and they also kind of. Another thing. This is why I like having it at the front, because all the colors have been painted quite nicely. There's not a whole lot of, paint chipping or anything like that. You turn it to the back, and this just looks friggin' lazy. Like, this side looks fine. This side needs a new coat. This side needs, one extra coat. And, these just got, a base coat done. Like, the blue is still showing. This looks green. It doesn't look nice. It's sad. It's a little sad, and quite honestly, I would have preferred if they just left the back half unfriggin' painted. I know why they painted it, because it shows in robot mode, and robot mode needs to have painted parts on it. But, I mean, come on, guys. And yes, I know, back then they had limited budget. But, like, if you're gonna paint it, friggin' paint it properly. You know? But going back to the sides, you just get the flame here and here. The flames, his signature flames, his flaumes. He's a bigger fumfa. He has a bigger fumfa on the side of his car. And then you get this very nice air scoop here molded into the top of the car. And I very much like this. This guy looks like he's not only just trying to solve a case really quickly, he looks like he's ready to go fast. And that is awesome. For comparison, here he is next to good old Ransack. Because an alien motorcycle is allowed to be bigger than an Earth car. And here he is next to Breaker. And I think these scale kind of well together. Because it would make sense that a 4x4 is bigger than the car. So I think these scale pretty well together. And because I mentioned him earlier, here he is next to Hotshot. And these guys actually look really good together. I wish we got a drift. Oop, I hit the camera. Sorry. I wish we had a drift, and I'm hoping we get a drift, because I would very much like to have, just kind of like a Rodimus, a drift, and a Ultra Magnus. Just kind of as like the quote bridge crew for or the command crew of the Lost Light. That would be really cool. But I will settle for a Nightbeat. And yeah. And because I really want to, here he is next to an activated Bunyip Boomerang. Yep, that is a thing. That is a terrifying thing. Probably could outrun it, but hoppy. And last but not least, for once again, shits and giggles, Retgar. I would very much like to see humans trying to build a settlement on this guy. That would be hilarious. Probably get like a small town going. Maybe. You'd probably get like a house here on the seat, or a house here, just for easy access to the ground. I guess it depends on how big Retgar can get. Actually, you know what? The town or the house would probably be right here, right next to a fuel source. That way they have a. Ooh, no, they'd be cannibalizing poor Retgar. Never mind. We're gonna get rid of that focus right there. But yeah, that is it for Thrilling 30s Nightbeat. All in all, decent car. Painting's a little meh. But I mean, nothing a skilled painter could touch up. Sorry, could not touch up. I unfortunately am not a good painter. I mean, I painted Bulk's eyes, but that's about it. And even still, they are crap. Skilled painter would have been able to make them pop and shine and sheen and look pretty. But enough self-deprecation humor. Yeah, no, the car mode is good. He rolls nice. He's got a decent alt mode. The colors are okay if you don't look at the back. Yeah, all around, he's a good car. As a toy robot, he is bad. Tolerance issues are crap. His knees don't work right. The friggin' guns don't make sense for his character. The arms are weird. The robot mode itself isn't designed for Nightbeat. A little extra remolding probably would have saved it, but no. If you can find him, and if you're a car lover, I would say get this guy for like a very cheap price, bargain bin, maybe $5 max. If he's complete, maybe 10. Like I said, I wouldn't go all in on this guy. He's meh. And I do not like being, the critical or the negative Nancy. A toy's a toy, and if you can have fun with it, have fun with it. That's why I'm saying the car mode, because I unfortunately cannot get any real enjoyment out of the robot mode. And this is coming from the guy who still plays with the friggin' Cybertron toys. And they had less articulation than that guy. So yeah, unfortunately I can't exactly recommend the robot mode. The vehicle mode, go all in. Go all half in. Yeah, so that'll be it for today, guys. So have a good rest of your day, night, whenever you decide to watch this, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys!